guys, it's Emily from Living Plantfully, and it has been so long since the last episode of the VeganRican. So for all of my new subscribers, the VeganRican is a series on my channel where I basically share with you guys Puerto Rican dishes and recipes that I grew up eating but veganized. Since it's been so long, I saved this recipe for this moment because what better time to share with you guys the most famous, most popular Puerto Rican dish, Arroz con Gandules, than now, because it's Christmas and we love Christmas. It's legit one of the funnest holidays for us. We do parrandas, we drink coquito, all kinds of stuff. So arroz con gandules, translated in English, is rice with pigeon peas. Everybody has their own way of making this. Every family has their own little like traditional way of making this. So this is how I make it. Let's get into the recipe. So like I just said, every single family has kind of their own traditional way of making arroz con gandules. I'm gonna be making it pretty much how my mom always made it growing up, but with my own little spin because that's just what I do. Traditional arroz con gandules is made in a caldron, which is basically a Dutch, you know, one of those Dutch oven pans, like those big heavy bottom pots. It's one of those, but I don't have one of those, so I'm just gonna be using a nice pot, and it's best that it's kind of a more shallow pot. You don't want one that's super tall. You wanna have more surface area on the bottom because that is something very special that's going to be created on the bottom. But anyways, that's you'll see that later. So it's very simple. I just have my pot right here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that on to a medium heat. I'm just going to run you through the stuff that I'm going to be adding into here first. So I'm going to be adding some achote oil, which I have a video that my mom and I explain how to make this, and I will link it right here. And I'm going to be adding in some sofrito. Obviously, of course, I mean, you can't have arroz con gandules without sofrito. So again, I have a video recipe on this. I'll link it right here in the corner as well so that you guys can go see that. I'm going to be using 2 portions of that. And then I'll be adding for seasonings some adobo as well as some sazon. Check in the international aisle of your grocery store for these items. And now I'll be adding in some unsalted regular tomato sauce. You want to mix that around very well. And then I'm going to be adding in a bit of oregano and some sliced Spanish olives. So once all of that is in our pot, I'm just gonna stir it up so that everything is kind of like nice and aromatic. And now to that, I'm gonna be adding in 2 bay leaves. These are crucial for that arroz con gandules flavor. So go ahead and toss those in as well. And now we're gonna go ahead and add in our gandules, or pigeon peas. And again, look in your international aisle for these. I've just drained and rinsed these, and I'm gonna go ahead and add those into my pot as well. Now for the liquid of our rice, you can just use vegetable broth if you like, but I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this vegan chicken stock cubes that I've just dissolved in some warm water. So go ahead and add in your water or broth. And at this point, you want to check for salt. Remember that at this point, you do want it to be quite salty because that's what's going to ultimately give our rice its really good flavor. So once that mixture has come up to a simmer, I have some white long grain rice that I have rinsed very, very well, and I'm going to add this into our mixture. So everything is in my pot, and it has come up to a really nice boil, which you can obviously hear. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put my top on there, bring that down to a simmer, set my timer to 15 minutes first, and then we'll check what it's looking like after 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. As you can see, most of the broth has been cooked into the rice already. So at this point, here is a little secret tip that I have for you. I have some plantain leaves that I have cut up here. These are some leftover that I had from one of my previous videos that I did with my mom. So these are just plantain leaves that have been cleaned, sterilized, and just cut into little squares. So for the last few minutes of cooking, I'm actually going to place a few leaves right on top of my rice. So just basically a little layer of plantain leaves on the top. So for the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna cover it up with the plantain leaves on top, and that is going to infuse it with this incredible flavor. Okay, so it has been 5 minutes since I last put the plantain leaves on. Now I'm gonna take off the lid and remove the, careful, they're very hot. So remove the leaves. Oh my God, it smells like mommy's house in here today. That is legit what it smells like. So just using your fork, you just wanna basically fluff up the rice. Don't use a spoon, because then that's just gonna make it all clumpy and stuff. Oh man, guys. When is smell-o-vision gonna be a thing? Because if y'all could smell this right now, oh yeah. Don't forget about the bay leaves. You definitely want to warn people if you are going to take this to a party or something. And there it is, the traditional and famous arroz con gandules. It smells so good in here. Like I just said, it smells like my mother's house, like legit, because she makes this all the time. I only make it on special occasions like Christmas. There is no such thing as a Puerto Rican Christmas party where there's no arroz con gandules. There's no such thing. Like, that does not exist ever like it's not a thing. Does not exist. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste this, because you have to taste all your dishes. So I'm gonna make sure I get a little bit of everything, some olives, some pigeon peas. Buen provecho. Oh yeah. Mommy would be proud. So proud. Let me show you guys the best part that I was talking about earlier. So on the bottom of the pot and on the sides, there are gonna be some little crispy areas. Oh man, here's one right here. And this is known as pegao. And just listen to this. That crunchy, that's the best part. Pegao literally translates to like stuck. So basically it's the rice that got stuck to the bottom and got like super crispy. Oh man, that's the best part to me. I'm so excited for Christmas. I love Christmas. Of course, I'm gonna be missing my family, so this makes me feel like I'm right at home with them. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this 6th episode of the Vegan Rican. I thought this was the perfect comeback for the series. I really hope that you guys like this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up and try this recipe out, because I mean, what do you have to lose? If you do, as always, please take a picture of it and share it with me on Instagram using hashtag livingplantfully or hashtag VeganRican. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I have videos every single Wednesday. And don't forget, click the notification bell right next to it so that you won't miss any of my videos. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Me dan arroz, no me den cuchara.